Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Peppermint. Jennifer Garner blending her two best type of roles into one. The awesome mother, which I think she has really come into over the last couple of years, and back to her alias days of kick-ass action star. But does it come together to equal an awesome movie? Not quite. So let's go ahead and kick things off with talking about the positives. And we are going to start with Jennifer Garner because I do think she is good in the film. She really sells the heart of the entire movie. She really brings something warm to the film while also bringing the badassness that we need. So I believed it with Jennifer Garner through and through. I thought she was really good and a really solid choice to play the lead here. And honestly, I think the family dynamic when we're dealing with her and her husband and their daughter is really good. I just kind of wish we had more time with that dynamic, with that part of the storyline. But the parts we do get, I thought they actually made a really nice family, and it really brought the heart to the film that we were looking for. I do think that they were effective in building up the emotional core to the film in a very short amount of time. And there are definitely some fun kills in this movie, some fun action set pieces. It's always kind of cool to see someone like Jennifer Garner just killing bad guys off. And it's fun here when we get it as well. But that is unfortunately where my positives end. And we get into quite a few negatives. On a technical level, across the board, I think this film feels very much like a B or maybe even C level movie. The editing of this film is atrocious. It is really, really bad. The director tried something stylistic and it just came across as cheap and amateur, really like cutting fast cuts and doing weird stuff with the camera and the editing. When we're seeing Jennifer Garner just like packing her bag, it's like craziness, and it's like, oh, this wasn't needed, this wasn't warranted. But the editing across the board was poor. The script was also very poor. The dialogue within the script, not so good. And our characters, they do some really stupid things, including Jennifer Garner's character. A lot of the times I was just watching her thinking, wow, she's really sloppy. She doesn't care if she gets caught, does she? Because it just kind of was like, oh, she's not really taking any sort of precaution as she goes through these things. And then we get moments where it's like, why didn't you just shoot the person? Why didn't you just take them down when you saw them? All of this blah, 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 like games and all of this, And I think the structure of the film was a flaw in and of itself. We start the film off with present day, and then we shoot 5 years back. I think they really should have just started at the beginning, built up, gave us time with that family dynamic so they didn't have to pour it on so thick to really lay the emotional core down fast. Let us have a little bit of time to connect with everyone and connect with this family core and then go from there. And I wish we would have seen more of her in between. Instead, we're given a quick recap, given a clip here, given a clip there, and then now we're in present day. And it turns into like a hunter situation as she hunts down the head of this cartel. But I wanted to see her catching some of these other people too, and we're just told they're dead off screen. We're just told they were got, and it's like, oh, I wanted to see them get got. And there's a lot of things that are just impossible, just simply not possible that take place in this film. Characters literally vanish before our eyes as we're going through it. I also don't really think it needed to be called Peppermint. There's a scene in the trailers that refer to her daughter as Peppermint. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even believe that scene is actually in the film itself. It's literally just referring to an ice cream cone. It had very little significance to the story, the character. I don't think it should have been called Peppermint. And we get a bunch of storylines that are just open. This movie does a lot of telling. They tell us these things happen throughout, but they don't really show these things happening. They don't actually even give good reasons for these things happening. Her being a protector or guardian angel, kind of like the poster we see, is just told to us. We don't see it really in action at all, but it's told to us, so there you go. We have to believe it. So overall, I think Peppermint is a decent enough B-level action film. Unfortunately, it falls short on all technical levels and is kind of a meh film. But if you're at home and it's on TV, I think it makes for a fun watch. And if you're into awesome women kicking ass, then maybe give this a Redbox rental. But unfortunately, I just don't think it warrants the theatrical experience. So, that is my review of Peppermint. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Peppermint, or have you already seen it? If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!